Okay, I wanted to explain this video real quick, and it's because there's two brand new items on the market in it, and one of them is this pizza dough mix. It's that OONI, the people that make wood-fired and all different kinds of pizza ovens, they're making the pizza dough now, and it worked real well. I got it at Ace Hardware for like 14 bucks, and you'll see in the video how well it did. But I do make that whole dough out in the beginning of the video, and then the other, kind of the star of the show, the Ninja Wood-Fired Oven that I cook that pizza in, and it does an excellent job too, as you'll see. But I'll put a chapter, try and put a chapters where you can jump straight to this if you just want to see the cooking of it and how this oven does, which was excellent. Now, I will say, I used the max roast, I think it is, which takes it to 700 degrees. But there's another setting that I didn't even point out, but it's a pizza setting that has 6 different selections you can go into in 6 different types of pizza, all the way from a Neapolitan to even frozen. So anyhow, now that you know that, I'm about to drop you in here right now. All right here's what I'm using, the OONI's New York style pizza dough. Right there's the instructions if you want to see it, but I'm following them as best I know. I'm going to open both of these, pour them in here, and add 410 grams of water. Now, it comes with this semolina that I'll use, I'm assuming, when I'm doing the pizza. But first time I've ever done it, so I got to get this mixed up real well. I'll show what it looks like before I put it in the fridge. Okay, so my hands are a mess, but let me show you. Here's what it looks like. I'm about to transfer it to a smaller bowl, and I'm going to put a little bit of oil in there, and then it's going in the refrigerator with a cover on it. But there you go. That's after about, like they ask, 8 minutes. Okay, so I got to admit, I haven't made pizza dough many times, but that went together pretty good. I'm about to put this, whichever lid fits this, that one, and it's going in the refrigerator, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay, it is tomorrow, as I said in the video, and it has been about 20 hours. And right there is what the dough looks like. It looks good to me. The only thing, if I'm concerned, is that maybe I didn't put enough oil. I did put oil, but anyhow, I'm going to do what they say on the back of the box right here, which is divide the dough into 4 equal balls and place on a lightly floured tray and cover with a damp cloth for 2 hours at room temperature. Well, I don't have one big enough, so I'm going to use 2 trays where I don't have to worry about them running into each other. And I'm going to flour it with some of this 00 pizza flour I already had. And I'm about to get them out of here and get them weighed to equal size, cut them into 4 pieces. But you can see there's kind of what I got right now. So anyhow, I'll be back when I get that done. All right, I'm gonna let y'all see this right quick to show you what it looks like coming out of here. And that looks like just what I might expect. As a matter of fact, this might be, this is the closest I've ever came to a pizza dough that seems to be working. In fact, I'm gonna tare it so I can weigh the whole thing. Tare. I gotta go to unit, go to grams, tare, there we go. I don't know if you can even see those numbers, but this weighs 1,039 grams. So I'm looking for 260 grams, if I got that right. Around 260 grams per ball. And in fact, I probably ought to get some flour here, but I'll do that. I'll be back. Okay, so I got my board floured a little bit. And again, I have done this very few times. But we're looking for 260. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to cut one off and just see how close I get. And I had a 9 there, but 265, look at there. Now that's real. There's nothing I'm doing wrong. I didn't lie, in other words. That's really what happened. I'll take that weight. Although I got a 9, I'm going to tare that. And I'm going to drop that right there, and it might not be pretty. In fact, it's not, but again, I'm a beginner. And this might help you too if you're beginning. You know what? This is real. I mean, I'm doing it right out of their box, and so you might get an idea if you've never done it a bunch of times. 277, I'm good with that. That's 270 grams, and I'm just okay with being that close, you know. I'm going to go with that right there. And I might not bore you with all of this, so let's see what I got. 286. That one's a little fat. Let's see what this one is, just to see. Yeah, we'll definitely take a little bit off of this one and put there. That's close enough. And that's close enough. So anyhow, I'm going to do this right here with this one. We're going to be a little more careful with these, I guess. You know what I mean? Again, I am a beginner. And that's what this is kind of about, you know. I mean, if most people probably buying this probably never made pizza before. Well, there may be some people out there that are professionals, and I have. It's just my son usually does the dough, so I'm gonna hush, and we're gonna let those sit. I'm gonna cover those, and we're gonna let those sit for 2 hours. See what they look like. Okay, it is time. In fact, these probably been in here 3 hours. They asked for 2 hours. All 4 of them right here. I'm gonna pick the best one, and that one right there in the back looks like the one I'm about to do. Now, I don't know where I'm going to hang you around the whole time, but I've got the semolina that they send with this package in the New York style. I'm sure it's in the Neapolitan also, but New York style is my favorite. I love New York. I went several times during the pandemic, and Joe's is my favorite. That's where I went, used to go as soon as I got there. But anyhow, I'm going to try and get this up. Now, some people recommend not doing it with your fingers, but I got 4, so surely I can get one, you know, before we're over. But here's what it looks like, and I think it looks good. I just do. I mean, I've never got one, I don't think, this close to being a actual pizza. And I'm going to do what I've watched on YouTube, where people say, push this part out and all that, but I'm going to do this, and like I said, I may not keep you along the whole time. I'm using Rayo's. That's my favorite. I'm using the margarita because I used this one the other night and it's been in the refrigerator, and I don't want to use a cold one. I don't know why. I'm just going to use a margarita. And I've got some boar's head pepperoni. I've got some provolone that I'm going to shred on it, and then I've got some mozzarella pearls. I'm going to spread this on the pizza peel before I drop it on there. But right now, I got to get this done, and I'll let you know how it goes. And again, I'm not a professional. My son's way better at this than I am, but he's not here tonight. So I'm going to try and get this done. But it makes me nervous with that camera running, but because I know I'm going to mess this up. But you get the idea, and if you watch some YouTube videos, this is kind of what they do. Maybe not exactly, of course, but I got to get something on my fingers to where this doesn't stick as bad. But you get it. I mean, it does look good, and it does seem to be doing good. And that's what I'm going to do, is this right here, and hope I don't make holes. Again, I got 4, but I think most people that can work a pizza dough could work this. This OONI dough is not bad. There's no doubt. I mean, it seemed to come together really good. I guess I am going to run the camera a little bit longer than I thought. I wished I had got that. They have a term for it, crustini or something. The outside crust. I wish I had punched that out a little bit better, but I didn't. And I'm just going to try and see if I can make it go like this. And it seems to be coming together, at least somewhat. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do this and see if you can see what I'm doing. But it's pretty tough dough. I haven't poked a hole in it yet. I shouldn't say that just yet, but anyhow, I got to get that peel ready, and I just did that, which was a mess up. I'm going to lay it back down. Yep, yeah. This is usually how my dough goes. I'm not going to lie. So I may be doing another one in a second, because I've got that thin right there. But the pizza oven outside, 700 degrees. It's waiting on me. So I kind of messed that one up. I'm gonna blow that one off and go to the next one, because I don't want to worry about that one making a hole. Okay, so I found a peel, and I'm gonna try and get it on here. And I think you need, a leading edge, and I think you can see what I'm doing. A leading edge of semolina, and that seems to work. I'm going to put even more, whatever I did with it. Here it is. I'm going to put even more right here because I want it to come off of this peel too. And if it gets something, it didn't seem to hurt last time. Yeah, it burned a little bit. Uh-oh, that might hurt. You don't want it to touch together. All right, I got out of that mess. But anyhow, now I just got to put the sauce. And again, this is something I know for a fact that a lot of people do way too much. And you'd be surprised at how little you need. That's the one thing I have learned about homemade pizzas. You think you need a lot of sauce, but you really don't. Anyhow, now I'm going to grate some cheese. I'll just leave the camera running. I'll edit out what I don't want. Right there. I see I've got it running. Yep. Put that right there. Like this. Now, I may blow some of that semolina off when I get outside because I don't want that much. And I'll show you what I mean. I don't want this much right here going on the on that stone that's really hot. So, and that right there this dough would have been fine. Dang it, I didn't realize I set that on there. That dough would have been fine, but it's kind of a practice thing. That's what I bought. I knew I was going to do that with the whole box, and that's 4 pizzas. I got 2 out of it. 2 practice pizzas and 2 I ate. And I just about ate that whole one. And I can tell you why. It's good. It really is. And gratifying because you made your own pizza and dough and all. So anyhow, put that there, put that there. And then now these came off. There's probably a way to stop that a little bit because I am bad to sling the pizza off of the peel. Oh, you kind of have to, or I do. And I kind of slung some of those pearls into the thing. But anyhow, taking y'all outside to put this one on. So, okay, so I'm trying to keep that off. That might not be the best method in the world, but it seemed to work. So, right there. Hey, that worked. That right there, I'll be happy with that every time. I'm not sure you can see it. I'm not going to open it right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set this back on 30 so I can keep up with exactly how much time it's been in there. And but that pizza went in there perfect. So we'll let that go 2 or 3 minutes and we'll take a look at it. Now we're coming up on pretty close to 2 minutes, so I'm going to look. And I don't know if you can see in there, but it looks good. And I may try and turn it, as it doesn't take long. Now, I did get a little smoke out of the back of it, and you can see that's that semolina burning a little bit, but look at that pizza. That looks good. I mean, that is what I want. That's exactly what I want. So, let that go about a minute longer. All right, we're right at 3 minutes, and you can see it is bubbling. In fact, we're pulling it right now. I'm afraid to leave it any longer. We can look at it anyhow. Yeah, I think it's done. The pepperoni looks good. The cheese looks good. You see that bubble on the crust right there. So we're there. Impressive, very impressive. And my pizza dough, my pizza making is the best I've ever done. So we'll go inside and we'll cut it up. All right, I am superly impressed with my pretty much first pizza I've ever made that looked anything like a pizza. Maybe I should let it cool a little bit longer, but I wanted to look at the bottom of this crust. And it looks good. I mean, I don't know what else I could ask for. It looks a little New Yorkish too, to be honest with you. I'm not saying it's Joe's, but it ain't bad. It don't look it for sure. And the last one was excellent tasting. This right here makes a really good sauce. I'm gonna have to let that cool just a second, I think. Let's see. Spot on, brothers. that works. I am very happy with that and that pizza oven. So anyhow, there you go. Jelly's homemade, not Neapolitan, but close enough, New York style. And tomorrow, well, maybe in a couple of days, Neapolitan. Anyhow, hey, y'all come back to see me. Love y'all. I think that oven so far is just what it's supposed to be. Doing pizzas at 700 and what I have 728 on a register a while ago with my infrared. And it cooked that pizza and the other one perfect. See y'all, come back to see me. Love y'all. Bye.